Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
To New York City. Pleasure to meet you. You're from Iowa, born and raised in Iowa, or just that's where your church is now?
I was born and raised in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Spent first 21 years there. Went to college across the river to Creighton, and then I went to the University of Notre Dame to the seminary.
Good for you. My goodness, very impressive credentials, sir.
Thank you.
And you've had your parish there in Erling for how long?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. All right. So you're a fixture in the community. People like you. People look up to you.
Some of those.
All right, so tell the folks what happened, because this is one of those things where I believe a lot of people think this thing never pays off.
I thought that too. On August 20th, it was a Thursday, it was opening day. We were still run a parish grade school, and at the morning mass there was a person there who came over at the 8 o'clock mass, which we have every morning, and he wanted to know if I'd be around at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I said it was opening day of school, we're very busy, I have a 10 o'clock mass. The guy wouldn't get off the porch. To make a long story short, I was going to throw him off the porch in about another 2 minutes.
That's the Christian thing to do.
That's what I was saying. And it was early. I'm not a morning person.
Yeah, I understand.
So
does the Lord know that?
Well, he knows all, Dave.
Now, yeah,
he knows all.
Yeah.
He knows all. He's very forgiving, by the way, too. But anyway, this gentleman comes back at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's instead of the pair of khaki shorts and shirt, it was 100 degrees. It's August in Iowa. He had a blue blazer on that said Prize Patrol. And I felt kind of bad about mistreating him early in the morning. And I was hoping he'd still give me the check, and he did.
Now, you entered often? You entered once?
I've played for years. I always, being a parish priest, a diocesan priest, I get all those stamps laid out on the table, and I always focused on what was absolutely the cheapest thing to buy. And so I always sent in the $2 things, you know. And Joan London is on the porch presenting the check. And so, you know, Joan, she's been there several times.
Yeah, she's been on my porch a couple of times too, Father.
She's looking at some property in Erling. But,
is that right?
Yeah, she's going to build.
Yeah.
It's
nice to have Joan there.
It's not bad in the summer. It's a safe place for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, there's no crime.
Why is Joan London involved in this?
You know, I never had a chance to ask her that, and she was there for 3.5 hours. But she's such a nice person, I didn't want to throw her off the porch.
I think she was doing a special, kind of a behind-the-scenes thing.
She did. She did indeed. And I asked her what actually won. She had flown from Los Angeles to New York 6 days before this and picked out the number. And I won having bought a pot holder and a dish towel.
Wow. That's a pretty good return on your investment, isn't it?
It was $2.49.
So there really was not much surprise. You kind of knew these guys were looking for you then.
No, in the morning I did not have any idea who the stranger was, but in the afternoon I had to run down to another. Our town is only like 400 people. It's just corn and soybeans and good Catholics. But we just don't have any trouble. So anyway, going down the highway, I see the Prize Patrol coming up the highway. 3 Chrysler vans and very definite Prize Patrol on each one of those vans, and a television satellite hookup truck, and a big Cadillac full of roses, balloons, and champagne.
Wow.
Now, you just don't see that every day, you know, on Highway 59. So I thought to myself,
something's going on.
Something's up here. Yeah, something's up. So I ran my chore, and I came home 13 miles back up the road, and that satellite hookup truck was set up outside Erling. So I go back up to the rectory, the house next to the church, and one of the little boys, school had let out, he's waiting for the school bus, said, "Father, everybody in town's looking for you." And I thought, oh, God, who died? You know. So anyway. So I said, oh, no, it's real good news, Father. You won $1 million. So, again, it was August 20th, and we'd been doing some stuff around the school. So I had a pair of shorts on and a sweaty T-shirt. So the first thing I thought to do was to put the car in the garage, run in the house, and dress properly for company.
Yeah, sure.
So they're ringing that darn doorbell, and I'm upstairs in wardrobe because I didn't want to answer the door like that lady in the bath towel, you know, screaming.
Oh, yeah, that looked bad.
No, it's not me.
Yeah.
And my mother would have killed me.
No, that would just give Catholics a bad eye.
My mother,
everybody gets a black eye there.
That'd have been bad. I don't think Joan London would have liked it at all. No. So anyway, I put on a suit and I answered the door, and there's Dave Sayer and Dorothy Adele and Joan London with this great big huge check for $1 million.
Wow.
And balloons, champagne, and red roses.
Yeah. Now, can as a man of the cloth, a man of the clergy, can you accept $1 million like this?
Well, what we decided to do was give it to my favorite charity, and my favorite charity is me.
No.
So
What? Is that right?
Now, you got to understand that this is paid out over a 30-year period. The first check, which they give you that afternoon, is for $50,000. And Publishers Clearinghouse has been very, very good to me. And then the next 28 years, you get $25,000 a year for 28 years. And then on my 68th birthday, I'll get a check for $250,000.
Boy, oh boy,
So,
oh boy.
yeah, I'm going to get a house next to Joan London's.
Now, I'm woefully ignorant in matters ecumenical, and I don't even know if I used that word correctly.
You didn't, but that's okay.
Did you take a vow of poverty?
No, that would be.
Thank God. What a mistake that would have been.
No, but I took a couple other vows. I had my 20th high school reunion, and a couple of the girls wished they'd married me.
I bet.
But can't do that now. That's too late for that. But the Jesuits, the Franciscans, the Dominicans, those religious, we call them religious in the Catholic Church. We're called diocesan priests, and we spend our whole life in a geographic territory, which is southwest Iowa. So last year, I filed income tax on about $13,000. It would have taken me about 4 years to make $50,000. But Uncle Sam called the second day, and he wanted $16,000 of my $50,000. Yeah, I don't like him at all.
Now, I know you're thinking about, and you will. Of course, you're a decent human being. You will take that money and see that others benefit from your good fortune.
It's more than I'll ever need. Yeah. I've been a priest for 12 years, and we've always done very well on the priestly salary and the kindness of strangers. The parishioners are always very good to you around Christmas and Easter, to all of us priests,
right.
And we're not wanting for anything.
Absolutely.
So it's more than I'll ever need.
And of course, to state the obvious, there are people in the world who are not well taken care of, and this money will go a long way to helping them.
In that first week, I got 400 letters from people, causes, events, long-lost relatives, high school girlfriends. Absolutely, it's more than I'll ever need or want.
Well, it's a good story. You seem like a good man.
I appreciate that.
And thank you very much for being here. Nice meeting you, Father.
Oh, my. Thank you very much.